Hey traders, Mike Katz, 7 Points Capital. After a long weekend, hopefully everybody stayed warm and stayed safe. And good to be back at work, right? Trading again, got a little bit of action, nice follow through. The SPYs are curling down a little bit, and we can see that after multiple days up, we went past the resistance of 260, and today we got a couple negative headlines about China and a couple of minor things, and the market started selling off, opened lower, and just kept fading all day. So this was a nice day for us. We have quite a bit to go. 262 is a level. Let's look at the hourly here. Yep. So 262 is a level, and then after that, back to 260, 59.60 area, and then we'll see how we behave there. So I traded a little bit of SPY today. Yeah, I just got in early, right around the open, and then it started working. And when it started working, I got some more as it looked like it was going to continue lower. And then when we got to the 262 level, I covered half, and I'm still with the other half. I might swing some, we shall see. But this is very nice. It's always nice when the market goes down for most traders, right? We like volatility, we like continuation, we like lower low, lower high, and it seems like today we're kind of getting that. What else is in play? We had my main watch in the morning was STAF, STAF. This is a former runner. So they pump some BSPR. They've got a lot of toxicity, lots of dilution, 350 warrants that was buried well into one of the filings that was repriced from $5. And Stan was great at pointing that out. He sent me the link, and that gave us a little bit more conviction. And I got in pretty close to the open. Got some size there, not a whole lot, but decent. And then just kind of traded around a core. Was able to cover some, put it back out on a pop to 3 over here, and then cover and covered rest. And here kind of just put some back on, see if we fade into the afternoon for a late day sell-off. Thinking here is that there wasn't really any significant bounce to allow the longs, that is, to allow the longs to scale out of a position or they can be off the hook. Seems like right now the longs are stuck. So as long as that's the case, I want to try to stay short some. So I got some for the close, and we shall see if we fade. If not, I'll stop out above these highs. And the whole thinking is, can I risk X to try to make 3X, 5X, whatever your case may be. So that's trading. As simple as that, right? What else do we have going on? We have Tesla, which was in play on Friday. That was SSR, had a pretty big down day. And here we have the Tesla chart on Thinkorswim. Pretty big down day, and now we came into this 300 level. We kind of bounced there on Friday, and we retested it today and went a little bit lower. So my executions here were basically holding below 300 after getting the stuff. I think it was a 15-minute candle. Let's see, let's find a 15-minute candle. There it is right here. So if we can zoom into there, we'll see. First of all, we're in a downtrend, and I'm trying to find spots to join the downtrend. And I can see an anomaly here where we have a pretty big tail, topping tail, in the downtrend with more volume than we did the last few bars, and as much volume as we did on this bigger green bar. So that told me that the sellers were stepping into this area and selling it. So I put some on, started working, I put some more on. We shall see. I haven't had a whole lot of follow through, as you guys could see here. I haven't been out of the money much for the most part. I mean, here maybe for a second or two, but for the most part, I've mostly been in the money. So I added some, and we'll see. Hopefully we get some sort of late day fade into the close. Probably not going to swing this one. And what's this? That's not what we want. We want eBay. Well, we wanted eBay earlier. Gapped up, and it was pretty clear that this was not able to hold gains. Let's see. Let's go over why. So first big candle, 15-minute candle, closes weak, right? And if we look at shorter time frame. You can see that we had the run up pre-market, and then once it made the lower high, lower low, that's all she wrote. That's all it needed, and there was just no support for this. So if you're an active fund, or you're some sort of asset manager, and you look at this BSPR and you think to yourself, well, when was the last time anybody I know ever bought anything on eBay? Chances are not that many people, right? Unless you buying and selling sneakers or something. But for the most part, I think there was selling right off the open, and this was pretty telling to me. Lower high, lower high, lower high right there. And here I got in. Actually, no, I missed it. I got in here, and we had this little move. So let's look at my execution. So we had this entry, and we are. So we have this pop, breaks this level, breaks this consolidation, and once it starts to make this lower highs again with a flat base, start to get in. I had to walk into the conference room for a little bit. I had a meeting scheduled, and so I put my stop. I figured, somewhere over here above these, shouldn't be able to get back up there once we're now below 50, which was a big level that it couldn't stay above. So basically, it was holding above 50. Soaked a lot of shares here and held that pretty much since 9:30, since the open. But then it broke it, came back to retest it, and then started drifting lower and sideways. So I had to walk away for a few minutes and put my stop in. Goes right to my stop. I guess I use a top tick route, and bam, takes me out. And by the time I get back to my desk, it was down here, somewhere here. So I ended up not putting it back on. Had I been at my desk and I see something like that, I will 9 out of 10 times try it again. And I hate being stopped out like this. That's why I try to keep usually my stops at significant levels, where if the stock goes there, that means I don't want to be in that position anymore. This point where my stops belong is where I want to transfer the risk to somebody else. And I can't really say that that's the case here, because I know that if I was at my desk, I would not want to be transferring the risk to somebody else. At this point, I would probably put it back on. So that's how I know that this was not the best stop placement, and I could have done a better job at probably going above here or above here, just giving a little bit more space. So again, to recap, I want to put my stops wherever I feel that I want to transfer the risk to somebody else, right? I don't want to put my stop at random places. If I get hit and I want to get back in, that's not a good spot for me to put my stop. I want to put it where if it gets there, that means that the trade is done. There's no confusion about whether or not the pattern is broken. I do not need to be in there anymore. And, unfortunately, that's just not the case here. So I got ticked out on one of these moves, and it ended up drifting lower. So that was eBay. And for the most part, I think that's it. Those are my main trades. Let me think. I think that's all I got for you guys. So hopefully the market continues to get some volatility, and we have earnings season starting to get into full force. We got IBM tonight, got a few more. I never do well trading IBM on earnings, so I'll probably pass on that one. But tomorrow and next week, I think Microsoft and so many more start to announce next week. That'll be probably the busier week as far as earnings. But we do have a few different ones over the next couple of days, and hopefully those will keep us busy. So thanks for watching. Smash that thumbs up right below there, and see you guys next time. Mike Katz, 7 Points Capital, with today's Trader Takeaways.